Hey guys, Steve Rouse here, and I'm going to do a quick video series on some stretches that you can do. They're easy to do, and all you need basically is just a door frame for this. And this is something I have some of my clients do up at the gym, but a lot of times people get confused what they can be doing at home. This one's quick and easy, and specifically we're going to be doing with the pec, but I also wanted to cover some stretches for the neck that people just don't know about. A lot of people get a lot of tension in their traps in their neck, so this is a good kind of video series on those stretches that you can do. Now the first one that we're going to do is specifically for the pec. All I'm doing is placing my arms on the inside of the door frame, and I'm kind of just, with my hands relaxed, I'm just kind of leaning forward. And for this I want a slight bend in my elbow, right? I don't want to keep my arms straight. I'm just going to fold forward like this, and I'll feel the stretch not only through my front delt, right, the front part of my shoulder, but my pec as well. Maybe a little bit in the bicep, but we really don't want to feel the bicep, and that's why we need that bend in the elbows. Now from here, I can go low, medium, or high on this, right? There are multiple angles that I can hit, so I don't want to just stick with one. Now find where you feel it the most, and definitely always go to that one, but always hit these other angles too, because it's just hitting different orientations on that muscle, okay? The other way that I could do this is that I could take my arm, create a 90-degree angle here, and then turn away from it, right? And this would be just per side. I don't particularly like this one, it pulls too much on my shoulder. The other one that I could do is I could take my arm here, right? So I have that bend in it, I could place it here, and then I could turn away from it like that. And it's gonna stretch through there real nice. I actually picked this up from a client that was having trouble doing this other one, and she was just like, I feel this more. And it actually works really, really well. So those are the pec ones that you can do. The other one that you can do is actually for your neck. And I'm going to use the top, and I'm going to place my hand right here. And it just has a slight bend in it. Opposite leg is forward. I'm going to walk forward here so that my arm is being pulled back behind me. And it's relaxed. And once I'm in that position, I can bring my head down and pull it off to the side here. And when I do that, I'm going to hit not only my neck right here, but I'm also going to hit my trap. And I can kind of turn away from it. I can explore the space. There's a lot of different areas that I can go to try and stretch that part of my neck. And I can do both sides, right? I mean, obviously I want to do both sides, but you can't really do this. I mean, you could do a little bit together, but it's harder. Typically I want to do this just on the one side at a time. After that, another way that I could do that, same thing, we're just going to stretch the neck, is that I can actually take my elbow, it's bent, put it here, opposite leg goes forward, and I can kind of push and lean. Now this is for my tricep, okay, for the back of my arm. That's just here. To take it a step further, I can actually hit my neck too. So I'm going to take my head, I'm going to pull it down, and I'm going to pull it to the side here. And that one works really, really well. Same thing, kind of pull through, hit those different angles on it, right? I would do both sides. In most of these holds, I mean, they're 15, 20, maybe 30 seconds. I could also do my bicep, taking my fingertips, pushing them here, and then with my arm straight, not bent now, I can turn away from that, and that's going to hit my bicep, okay? Also, if I push into a little bit more, it's going to hit my forearm as well. So these are the handful of ones. Another one for the trap that you could do, the trap of the neck. I'm going to take my hand here, it's going to go back behind my back like this. I'm going to grab and hook that on here. I'm going to pull, right? And then when I'm hooked on, I'm going to push this shoulder back, right? So here, shoulder goes back, and then from there, I can tilt my head to the side. I'm going to hit those scalenes, those levators in here, right? I'm going to tilt my head, drop it to the side. Now when I do this, what I typically do is I get to that point where it's really, really difficult, right? Right there is really tight. Now if I wait about 10, 15, maybe 20 seconds, it'll relax and my head will actually drop more. And I want to get a couple drops out of that, right? So just to let myself know that I've actually allowed those muscles to fully stretch out. Because most people get into it, they push really, really hard and then they move on. But you want to feel that tension kind of give, okay? So we covered the pec, and like I said, most of those you're going to hit a little bit of the front delt too. Covered the tricep, we hit our biceps, we hit our neck. right? So these are the main ones that you can do. Another one that you could do, and this will be the last one, and this will be for your lat, right? Right in here. You're gonna take your hand and you're gonna hook, right? I'm gonna hook here and I'll lean back, and from there I can kind of lean out, and I'll show you if I could be here, lean back, and then kind of lean out. Same thing, I'm trying to hit different angles, gonna hold it. And now if you don't have quite the grip for that, I mean, I can do that here and I can push, right? As long as this arm is relaxed, and that's the big thing with any of these stretches that we did. You want whatever limb you're using to be relaxed. Don't fight or resist the stretch, right? It's only gonna make more tension for the muscle that you're trying to actually get to relax, and it won't relax nearly as much. So that's just a quick door frame stretch routine that you can do. I'll typically go pec, neck, tricep, neck. I'll probably hit my neck one more time, and then I'll hit that lat to finish it off. Like I said, anywhere from 15 to maybe 30 seconds on each stretch, and I might go through it twice if I need to, especially if I'm really, really tight. So if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please do that below, and thanks for watching.